Is it possible that stone can remember? Welcome to a journey through 13 legendary cities that were not built, but carved directly into the very soul of the earth. From the peaks of the Caucasus to the depths of the desert, we will uncover fortresses, temples, and hidden metropolises that defy all human logic. Get ready to explore a world where mountains became homes and rock was transformed into eternal art. Join us as we reveal the best-kept secrets of these carved wonders that time itself has failed to erase. Matera, Italy. In southern Italy, the white stone of Matera breathes with a vitality that reaches back to prehistory. The Sassi form a labyrinth of homes carved into limestone, where facades intertwine so completely that the roof of one house becomes the street level of the one above it. This living organism of stone resembles a cascade of caves and terraces that glow like a magical nativity scene when night falls. It is a place where time seems to have stood still, offering one of the most cinematic and authentic urban experiences in the entire Mediterranean. Getting lost in its cobbled alleys reveals rock-cut churches hidden beneath modern squares and ancient water cisterns that feel like underground cathedrals. The texture of the city invites you to touch every wall, as each stone has witnessed the passage of countless generations. Today, Matera has been reborn, transforming its ancient caves into luxury hotels and art studios, while preserving the mineral essence that makes it unique. It is the perfect destination for travelers seeking historic beauty, blended with an atmosphere of eternal romance and luminous melancholy. Here lies the masterful closing of this journey, where stone reaches its highest expression of art, mystery, and grandeur. Derinkuyu, Turkey. Beneath the surface of Cappadocia lies a mystery that defies logic. Derinkuyu, an invisible metropolis descending more than 85 meters into the depths of the earth. This vertical labyrinth was designed for anonymity and protection, allowing thousands of people to live in complete isolation from the outside world for months at a time. These are not simple caves, but a fully developed urban infrastructure with schools, water wells, oil storage rooms, and temples, all arranged across multiple levels and perfectly ventilated by air shafts that still function with remarkable efficiency today. Descending into Derinkuyu feels like entering a subterranean time capsule. The corridors are narrow, and the doors consist of massive stone discs that could only be moved from the inside, revealing a mindset obsessed with absolute security. Each level uncovers new insights into the daily life of those who chose the protective darkness over the dangers of the surface. Exploring this site is a humbling reminder of human ingenuity, proof that entire civilizations were once built beneath our feet, and that home is not always under the open sky, but wherever safety can be found. Uplistsikhe, Georgia. At the threshold of the Caucasus Mountains, Uplistsikhe stands as a stone echo of civilizations that once ruled the Kura River Valley. This fortress of the Lord was not merely built, but carved directly from the earth itself, forming a sandstone labyrinth that has defied the erosion of time. Its underground chambers and ceremonial halls date back more than 3,000 years, serving as a vital link along the trade routes between East and West. Walking through its passageways, one can feel the roughness of the stone that once sheltered kings and priests from the outside world. Exploring this site is a lesson in human adaptability. Ancient architects carved drainage systems and storage cellars straight into the rock, demonstrating astonishing technical knowledge. Today, the wind whistles through the stone arches, inviting travelers to uncover the secrets of a city that refused to be forgotten. Every corner offers a new perspective on how faith and political strategy were etched into a landscape that feels like a vast, inhabitable sculpture. Hegra, Saudi Arabia. In the vastness of the Ellora Desert, sandstone becomes a canvas of monumental elegance. Hegra is the solitary jewel of the Nabateans, a necropolis of flawless facades rising from isolated rock formations amid golden sands. Each of its 130 tombs is a masterpiece of symmetry, adorned with columns and eagles carved with a delicacy that seems impossible for hands from over 2,000 years ago. The desert silence is broken only by the whisper of the wind brushing against ancient inscriptions, giving the place an almost supernatural energy. Visiting Hegra feels like stepping into a private art gallery designed by the gods. Unlike more crowded sites, its solitude allows for an intimate connection with the landscape, where the sun transforms the stone from blazing orange to soft violet at sunset. Exploring these solitary monuments awakens curiosity about a civilization that once controlled the trade of incense and spices. It is, without question, the ultimate destination for those who seek beauty in its purest, most untamed, and most majestic form. Bamiyan, Afghanistan. In the Bamiyan Valley, the air carries a sacred weight, and the mountains of the Hindu Kush seem to guard an ancient secret. This corner of the world was once the beating heart of the Silk Road, where stone was shaped to house the largest Buddhas on earth. Although the statues, each over 35 meters tall, no longer physically occupy their niches, their absence is a powerful presence that speaks to the resilience of culture. The cliffs are filled with hundreds of caves adorned with art that blends Greek elegance with Indian mysticism. Walking through these silent galleries feels like a pilgrimage to the core of human spirituality. Every niche and surviving fresco tells the story of monks who found in stone the perfect canvas for eternal devotion. As sunlight filters through the cave openings, it creates an atmosphere of calm that invites deep reflection on the endurance of ideas. Bamiyan is a destination for travelers who seek not only to see, but to feel the unbreakable bond between art and the land that sustains it. Kandovan, Iran. Imagine a landscape where houses seem to rise from the earth like colossal cones of petrified ice cream. In Kandovan, the volcanic geology of Mount Sahand has produced unique tuff formations that locals have transformed into warm homes for more than 700 years. These dwellings, resembling giant anthills, offer natural thermal efficiency, protecting residents from the bitter cold of winter and the scorching sun of the Iranian summer. It is a supreme example of organic architecture, where humans and mountains coexist in perfect symbiosis. Living in Kandovan means inhabiting natural history itself. The interiors of these rocks have been carefully carved to include living rooms, bedrooms, and even stables for livestock, all connected by stairways cut directly into the hillside. As you wander its steep streets, a sense of serenity and permanence emerges, something few places in the world still possess. It is a destination that invites quiet contemplation, reminding us that the simplicity of stone can offer the most comforting and enduring refuge against the passage of centuries. Vardzia, Georgia. Vardzia appears as a towering, perforated wall of stone, a honeycomb of spirituality and resilience rising above southern Georgia. This monastic city, carved in the 12th century under the wise reign of Queen Tamar, once reached 13 levels deep and contained thousands of hidden chambers. Its original purpose was that of an impregnable fortress, but it soon became a beacon of Christian culture and faith in the region. The openings in the cliff act like watchful eyes over the valley, concealing within them churches adorned with frescoes whose colors seem untouched by time. The adventurous traveler can lose themselves in a network of secret tunnels connecting monks' cells with communal areas and an advanced irrigation system. It is a physical experience that demands climbing and crouching, directly echoing the labor of those who carved every inch of this complex with rudimentary tools. Light filters mystically through the cave entrances, casting shifting shadows that tell the story of a people's devotion. Vardzia stands as a monument to perseverance, a hidden jewel where silence is broken only by the drip of sacred water. Mesa Verde, United States. In southwestern Colorado, the landscape fractures into deep canyons where the ancestral Pueblo people left their mark etched into the cliff walls. Mesa Verde is a sanctuary of suspended architecture, where entire villages like Cliff Palace appear to rest on the lips of sandstone cliffs. These structures, built with refined and strategic masonry, took advantage of natural rock overhangs for protection from the elements. The result is a breathtaking vision that blends the harshness of the desert with the elegance of urban planning shaped by height and panoramic views. Exploring these dwellings invites reflection on the balance between humanity and the natural world. Ladders and rock-cut paths force visitors to move with the same respect once practiced by the original inhabitants. Although the site was abandoned more than 700 years ago, the energy of the community that once thrived here still lingers in every stone and ceremonial kiva. Mesa Verde is a silent testament to a culture that understood the land and transformed sheer cliffs into a place of belonging and lasting peace. Lalibela, Ethiopia. Lalibela is not a city built upon the earth. It is a city released from its depths. In the Ethiopian highlands, faith became a chisel, carving 11 monolithic churches directly into the red volcanic rock. The Church of St. George, with its perfect cross-shaped design, is a breathtaking visual marvel when seen from the edge of the precipice. There are no bricks or mortar here. Every column, every arch, and every window is part of a single block of stone descending toward the center of the world. Descending into these temples through dark tunnels and narrow passageways is a sensory journey that transports visitors to the Jerusalem of the 11th century. The air carries the scent of beeswax and ancient incense, while the echo of priests' chants reverberates off the stone walls. Walking barefoot on sacred ground, polished by the feet of millions of pilgrims, is to feel the pulse of a faith that has remained unchanged through the ages. Lalibela stands as the ultimate example of how human ingenuity can penetrate rock to forge a direct connection with the divine. Sigiriya, Sri Lanka. Imagine a throne of red stone rising proudly from a sea of emerald jungle. Sigiriya, the Lion Rock, is a geological masterpiece where a king's ambition transformed a 200-meter monolith into a celestial fortress. At the base of the rock, the royal gardens reveal hydraulic engineering that feels almost magical, with fountains that still spring to life when it rains. The climb is more than a hike. It is an ascent toward glory, guarded by the colossal stone paws of a lion that once protected the staircase to the summit. The experience reaches its peak upon encountering the frescoes of the Celestial Maidens, paintings that have retained their vibrant glow for more than 1,500 years on bare rock. Upon reaching the upper platform, the vast horizon of Sri Lanka makes the world below feel small. This is not merely an archaeological site. It is a visual poem about humanity's desire to touch the clouds. Exploring Sigiriya is to understand architecture as a bridge between solid ground and the loftiest dreams of ancient kings. Cappadocia, Turkey. Cappadocia is a realm of geological fantasy, where volcanic ash and erosion have sculpted a landscape that seems to belong to another planet. The famous fairy chimneys are stone towers that conceal churches, monasteries, and entire homes within them, created by communities that sought refuge in the softness of tuff. Walking through the Gorema Open-Air Museum reveals Byzantine frescoes that still glow with vivid color, preserved for millennia by the darkness of the rock. It is a labyrinth of vertical beauty where human life has merged seamlessly with nature's most whimsical forms. The true magic unfolds at sunrise, when hundreds of hot air balloons paint the sky above valleys of golden stone. From above, the scale of this carved urban network becomes clear, with entire towns like Uchisar rising as natural fortresses on the horizon. Exploring its trails is to step into a world where geography and history fuse into a single substance. Cappadocia invites travelers to dream while awake, offering a perfect balance of physical adventure and aesthetic contemplation in one of the most surreal and captivating landscapes the Earth has ever shaped. Petra, Jordan. The journey culminates in the rose-colored city of Petra, a jewel carved by the Nabateans that stands as the most sublime testament to human ingenuity. Entering through the Sikh, a natural gorge with towering walls washed in deep red hues, creates an electric sense of anticipation that erupts when the treasury finally appears. A classically perfect facade carved directly into the cliff face. Every column and architectural detail seems as if it were whispered into the stone by divine hands. Petra is far more than a single facade. It is a vast metropolis of temples, theaters, and royal tombs, stretching across miles of untamed desert. For the tireless explorer, the climb of more than 800 steps to the monastery offers a visual reward that defies description. At sunset, when the sandstone ignites with fiery color, the entire city seems to come alive, reminding us of the power of a civilization that mastered both the desert and global trade. To walk through Petra is to feel history pulsing beneath your feet, with every corner hiding a secret waiting to be discovered. It is, without question, the ultimate destination for those seeking the deepest union between the majesty of nature and the timeless glory of art carved in stone. Ellora and Ajanta, India. In the state of Maharashtra, the earth opens to reveal a marvel that defies all logical explanation: the Ellora and Ajanta complex. The Kailasa temple at Ellora is, without a doubt, the largest rock-cut sculpture in the world. A colossal structure carved from top to bottom out of a single block of volcanic basalt. Ancient artisans removed more than 200,000 tons of rock to unveil temples, life-sized elephants, and reliefs of astonishing complexity. It is a place where profound silence merges with the energy of a faith powerful enough to move mountains. Quite literally, to create a palace worthy of the gods. Nearby, the Ajanta caves offer a sanctuary of pictorial serenity, where Buddhist monasteries are adorned with frescoes that have survived for more than 2,000 years. Light filtering through the cave openings illuminates scenes of spiritual delicacy that move all who behold them. Exploring these two sites is to plunge into an ocean of creativity, where every inch of stone tells a story of enlightenment and technical mastery. It is an experience that reshapes the traveler's perspective, proving that, for the ancient sculptors of India, rock was not an obstacle, but an infinite canvas waiting to be set free.